Hi everyone, welcome to eVidyaPark channel. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the measurement of length and introduction of units and measurements. In this session, we will discuss about measurement of mass. Okay. First of all, we know that mass is what mean by mass actually? Mass is basic property of matter. What mean by matter? Here, matter is any substance that has mass. Matter is any substance that has mass and takes up space by having volume. Means here, if you observe gas, it has a mass. If you observe liquid, it also has a mass, and solid also has a mass. Changes from one shape to another shape. It does not have any definite shape. Okay, if you apply force on anything, if you take iron, okay, if you apply some force on that, it changes its shape. Okay, if you heat that one, it changes its shape. Like that, anything solid, liquid, gas, anything does not have definite shape. Okay, it changes with application of the force. What in this point we have discussed already that mass does not have any shape. It changes with application of the force. If mass of the body greater than change produced is less, vice versa. What is the meaning of this one? Body of the mass, if mass is more than change less, if mass is less decreased, then change is more. That is the meaning of this point. Okay, what is the unit of the mass in system? International units is kilogram. Kilogram is the unit of mass, that is kg is the unit of mass. How do we define kg? Generally, actually, kg we can define by many ways. We can defined in velocity of the light, okay, as well as in terms of Planck's constant. Here we need Planck's constant h. Okay, by using the Planck constant, here we are going to define the kilogram. So, how do you define? Which is defined? H is equal to Planck's constant. H is equal to 6062607015 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. We are going to define H in terms of joule second. 1 joule second is equal to 1 kilogram meter square per second. It is very important. Keep in mind this one. Okay, how do you define kilogram? In terms of Planck's constant. 1 Planck's constant is equal to 1 joule second equal to 1 Planck constant h equal to this much. 6062607015 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. 1 joule second equal to kg meter square per second. Okay. Actually, what is the difference between the mass and weight? Do you know what is the difference between the mass and weight? Okay. Actually, we thought that both are same. Okay, this may be same, but there is some difference. Whereas weight depends on the gravitational force. Weight depends on the gravitational force. Gravitational force. Whereas mass does not depend. Does not depend on any gravitational force. Means if you move from earth to higher position, gravitational force is decreased. Okay, so that gravitational force decreases means gravitational force decreases, so that weight also decreases somewhat. Okay, but mass does not change. When gravitational force decreases, mass does not change. Okay, that is the difference between the mass and weight. Here in this statement, see here, weight essentially constitute the force exerted on matter by gravitational attraction of earth, and so it varies slightly from place to place. In contrast, mass remains constant regardless of its location under ordinary circumstances. Example, if you take the example of satellite launched into space, what happens here? It weighs increasingly less. What is the meaning of this one? Weight decreases as further travels away from the earth. If this is the earth, if satellite travel from earth, then what happened? Its weight decreases. Its weight decreases. Satellite, if satellite travels from earth to upper side, then what happened? Weight of the satellite decreases, but mass does not change. Mass does not change. Okay, up to this one, I think you may clear about the concept. Okay, now move to actual concept, what we are going to learn today's session. Just move to that one. We know that commonly, if you move to grocery shops, then if you want to purchase 2 kg of sugar or 2 kg of dal, anything, if you want to purchase, okay, how do you purchase? How do you ask? You already studied that kg is the unit. Okay, why unit? How unit is important? Because by using the unit you can know that which physical quantity it is. Okay, here this is the weight. Okay, we can mass. Okay, we can measure this one in case of kilogram. Okay. For commonly available objects, we use common balance for measuring mass. We measure these common things in kilograms. If you move to grocery shops, how do you ask 2 kg of sugar, 2 kg of dal, 10 kg of rice, like that? You ask in that way. Okay, all these common things we can measure in kg. It's okay, kilograms. Okay, but how do you measure atoms mass? If you want to measure the common things, common objects mass, you can measure in kg, but how do you measure the molecule mass, one atom mass? Is this possible to measure atom mass, atom or molecule mass by using this common balance? No, it is not possible to measure atomic mass by using this common balance. Then, how do you measure atomic mass? Means by using this instrument, that is mass spectrometer. By using this device, we are going to measure molecules mass. Okay, molecules mass. Here we are going to use, in the common objects we are going to use this common balance, whereas in case of atomic mass units we are going to use this mass spectrometer to measure the mass of the molecule. Okay, here what is the unit? Unit here kg. Okay, but what is the unit for the atoms or molecules mass? Here we are going to use atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit. Okay, for expressing mass of atom, kg is inconvenient unit. Kilogram is inconvenient unit for measuring the mass of the atom. So mass of the atom known by another standard unit of mass called unified atomic mass unit or Dalton. Generally, in our syllabus, we are going to use unified atomic mass unit or atomic mass unit. Okay, unified atomic mass unit is equal to 1/12 of the mass of an atom of carbon isotope. What is the meaning of isotope here? What is the meaning of isotope? We can say that, do you know actually what isotopes are? Okay, they are uh, isotopes means they are different forms of same element. They are isotopes, different forms of same element. Forms of same element means, for example, in case of carbon, we will have slight differences in the atoms, which means that makes them isotope. Means here many isotopes are present in the carbon atom. Many isotopes are present in that. Carbon 12 is one of the isotopes, one of the isotope of carbon. Why we are using one of the isotope? Because there are many isotopes are present in the carbon atom. In those many carbon atoms, C12 is the one of isotope. Okay, one of the isotope. Why we are using C12 only? Why not other carbon isotopes? Means carbon 12 is the isotope which is found everywhere in the nature. It is found, carbon 12 is the isotope which is found everywhere in nature. In nature. Thus, an atom of carbon 12 is considered to be a standard unit. Okay. Okay. Okay, then how do we define one atomic mass unit then? One atomic mass unit. One atomic mass unit is equal to 1/12 of mass of carbon atom. Carbon atom. We are using only carbon atom because it is found in everywhere in the nature. So we are going to use this one. Okay. Okay. Now let us see how this happened. Carbon atom. Okay, we know that here, see here, carbon. Here, let's look at this one. This case here, see 6 and 12. What is the meaning of 6 here? Here 6 indicates atomic number. Atomic number. Whereas carbon 12 indicates mass of carbon. Mass of carbon. Whereas C indicates symbol, element symbol. Element symbol. Okay. Here we are going to take approximately 12. Okay, okay, we are going to round up this one as 12. Okay, so here, see here, one atomic mass is equal to 12 atomic, one mass of one atom is equal to 12 atomic mass units. One atomic mass units is equal to 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope. We have seen already about the what mean by isotope. Okay, carbon 12 is found everywhere in the nature, so we are going to use carbon 12 as the isotope. Okay, to understand this exactly, let's see here what mean by 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of means. For example, if you see here a and b, a and B. How do you calculate this one? How do you found the mass of this one means? Here A is the known mass. Consider, assume this one. Assume A is the known mass. Let us consider that is 12 kg. We don't know the mass of the B. How do you find mass of the B? Okay, by using the common balance. Here let us consider this is 12. Okay, now by using common balance, we are going to find the weight of the B. But if you observe here, this B is less than the A. So what happened? Weight here increases. Here weight increases. So B is in this way. Okay, this is A, this is B. Okay, indicate pointer indicates in this way. Okay, this is okay. Sorry for this drawing. It is a common balance. Understand, this is a common balance. Okay, this pointer indicates in this side. Then what happened? B is in this way, A is in this way. This is 12 kg. Then what we will do now means just make A into 12 parts. Make A into 12 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Parts. Make A into 12 equal parts. Then see here, this is A, 12 kg. Let us consider this is 1 kg. Okay, now put one part of A, here. 12 equal parts are there. Means each 1 kg. Each 1 kg. So put here on the common balance one part, only one part of the A. If you put on the common balance, then what happened? B is equal to 1 kg, B is equal to 1 kg. So equal, both are equal. Then how you can say that B is equal to 1 by 12th of A, right? 1 by 12th of A. We can say in this way. Okay, same happened in case of the carbon also. Let us consider this A is equal to carbon 12. Okay, what happened here? Each part is equal to one atomic mass unit. Here, this, look here, you have to understand here 1 by 12th of A. So this is constant for every atom. This 1 by 12th of is very constant for every year. If you see here, 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of carbon 12 isotope. See here, 1 by 12 into Okay, 12 by 6.023 into 10 power 23, sorry, 10 power 23. Then see here, if you simplify this one, you will get 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg in terms of grams. Don't confuse here. Here we are using kg. Here we are using grams. So here I wrote minus 27. Convert this into grams so that you will get minus 24. Okay. If you see here, in the downside you have some of the atomic masses of few elements are present. Okay, then if you substitute hydrogen in this case, then what happened? Look here, hydrogen atomic mass is equal to 1, carbon atomic mass equal to 12, nitrogen atomic mass equal to 14, oxygen atomic mass equal to 16. Okay, how do we understand this one? See once. Okay, see here. Okay, yeah, 1 by 12th of here hydrogen, 1 atomic mass equal to 1 atomic mass unit equal to 1 by 12 is common. Okay, 12 by 12 by 6.023 into 10 power 23. Actually we are going to use it, but if you observe hydrogen, how do you find the atomic mass unit for hydrogen? Hydrogen atomic mass unit is 1. They told that hydrogen atomic mass unit equal to 1. Okay, whereas carbon atomic mass unit 12. So you wrote in this way. Nitrogen atomic mass unit is 14. So see here, nitrogen we can 1 atomic mass equal to nitrogen 14. So substitute here 14 by 6.023 into 10 power 23. If you wanted to know about the oxygen, then 1 by 12 into 16 by 6.023 into 10 power 23. 1 by 12th of carbon atom. 1 by 12th of carbon atom. We can say this one. One by 12th. Okay, here observe here. Just compare this one with in this form, in this way. Compare with A so that you can understand easily. Okay. Okay, up to now it is completed. Now move to ranges of mass. In the universe, in the okay, ranges of masses. We know that in the universe, masses vary a very wide range. They may vary from teeny mass order 10 power minus 30 kg of an electron to the huge mass about 10 power 55 kg of known universe. Means here 10 power 30 minus 30 is the electron mass, which is very tiny in the nature, whereas 10 power 55 is the universe mass, whereas it is very large mass. Okay, these are the ranges of the masses of some of the particles. Okay, In this session, what we discussed, we have to conclude the session with very important points. Okay, what are the very important points in this session means? First of all, we have to know that 1 joule second, 1 joule second, which is equal to 1 kg meter square per second. Next one, common mass. Common mass is calculated by common mass calculated by common balance and units are kg, whereas tiny mass atoms or molecules are atom mass units are atomic mass units. Okay, these are kg. Atom mass units are atomic mass units. And mass spectrometer, it is atom mass is measured by mass spectrometer, whereas common mass is measured by the common balance. Okay, if mass is very high than the common mass objects and atomic mass particles, these are balanced. We see everywhere in the nature, these are very tiny molecules. Okay, if very large like planets, earths are there, how do you find the mass? If planets and earths are there, then how do you find the mass there? By using gravitational method. By using the gravitational methods, we are going to find the mass of the planets and earth, like that. Those are very large masses. And one more important thing here is, okay, one atomic mass unit is equal to 1 by 12th of C12 isotope. What mean by isotope? Okay, one of the part of the carbon atoms. Many isotopes are present, but C12 isotope is found everywhere in the nature commonly. So we are going to use, scientists going to use C12 is the is considered to know the atomic mass unit. And one more thing, range of mass, this is also very important. Ranges of masses also we have discussed, that is from 10 power minus 30 to 10 power 55. This is electron mass, whereas this is universe mass. Okay, these are the points we have discussed in this session. Okay, I am going to conclude this session with these points. Okay, in the next session we will discuss about time calculation and some other points. Okay, then thank you. I'm going to close this session.